We are now, as Siri, I guess, files her teeth on the metal fencing. We are now at episode 47, and something very, very profound just took place. I just got the awareness from the horses that this experience that I've been sharing and I've been walking us through is a continuation of my PhD research work with the Mustangs, proving the unified field theory by doing distance body work with them and demonstrating that they can pick it up in their bodies and that their behaviors can change without even doing any groundwork or training. So really, to say body alignment and unrecognized pain or discomfort is huge in understanding our animals' behavior and health and keeping things as natural as possible with them. What I didn't expect of what has been shared with me as I paused my Siri work was a story that I just shared on another episode about Shelby, a Mustang that was here at Eagles and Wild Horses Ranch. George and I watched as the herd shared Mustang history and wisdom with her and reminded her of who she is. So my work has been evolving from animal communication and the science. Yes, the science, the natural science. Or maybe I should say the natural way that all species communicate. That's the science of it, is through telepathy. And then with the body work and with the holistic dog training aspect of my work. The horses basically just shared with me that what my work has evolved into is truly a study. Probably it'll be a lifelong study of energy medicine and consciousness with animals. Because we're often doing research at animals. We're including them in the research, except we're including them from a perspective that they are not intelligent, that they do not know or understand their world the way that we would, because we're arrogant humans who think we're the most superior species. But we don't take time to actually really study and observe their intelligence and their wisdom. Like, we'll lay down biology or ethology and say, well, these are the facets. But until we are willing to include the science of their consciousness directly from them, like by literally speaking with them, speaking with their higher intelligence, speaking with their bodies and understanding what they know, we will still not have the quote-unquote science correct. There's no possible way we can have the science correct, because if you do not include the essence of an animal, if you do not include their soul wisdom, if you do not include the fact that, just like us, they're spirit beings come here to inhabit physical bodies, if you deny the fact that we live in a quantum field, but like Dr. David Martin says, and like I learned from Qigong, like, you cannot quantum, and I was told this by a physicist after I completed my PhD study with the wild horses at distances via Zoom. doing body alignment work and seeing the results and how these animals can pick this up, if we are separating any aspect of the animal out from our, like, if we're only studying their body, if we're only studying their, this behavior thing or that little thing over there with their health, we're missing the point, because nothing is separated. Let me say that again. Nothing is separated. Everything is at one-ment. So you can't look at an animal. Well, I mean, you can. But I'm just going to tell you that, like, even though the science hasn't fully caught up yet, I will tell you that the real science of observation is that these animals are complete and whole in and of themselves. They don't need anything from us. We need to do something with them because of what our desires are. But when we need to do something with them, what happens is we have to dumb down their intelligence. Because if we actually saw them as equals and partners, we would have to ask our horse, do you want to go out for a ride today? Can I get on your back today? Not, I'm getting on your back. Not, hey, we're going to work, because you as the human said so. But we would actually have to ask every animal, do you want to be separated from your child? Do you want to do this kind of work that I'm asking you to do? Do you feel okay today? And, am I a nuisance to you? Or, am I trying to accomplish my selfish goals using your body, right? Do you want me to sell your kids? Do you want to take and have your procreation abilities away, right? There's a lot of things we would actually have to become conscious of, and a lot of things we would have to ask if we were truly willing to understand the full science. Not just, I would even go further to say, not just of the animals, but nature, the trees, the plants, like everything we do and everything we take from nature, everything that we extract. If we were truly conscious of who these beings are, instead of like the delusional education that we were given that animals can't think and they can't feel, imagine how much this entire world would have to change instantly if we knew that these animals were conscious. Like, is it okay to take you off the land that was given to you by Creator? Is it okay to cut down all the trees that you live in? Is it okay to poison your waters? Is it okay to poison your skies, right? If we actually saw all of life as not only inseparable, but as completely conscious and intelligent, meaning that we would have to be in conversation with everything that exists in this world, how do you think our world would change? And look, I already understand the science, and in terms of prove it or not, you can't prove this stuff in, double-blind placebo studies. Like, you don't need control groups. You just need to have your own experiences and see for yourself. That's why science has been like keyholed into, well, you have to do it this way and you can only do it this way or it's not valid, because they want to keep lying about the actual wholeness of the science, because the way that they study things doesn't allow you to understand this wholeness. It keeps you constantly going and constantly reaching or trying to prove things from that limitedness. But that's the problem of science. It's limited. So the work that I'm doing with these animals, they just gave me the gift of understanding the completeness, that what we're doing together in this experience is not me anthropomorphizing. It's me actually being willing to get out of my ego and share their truth and bring the real science ancient and new back together.